There's a difference between Medicaid and Medicaid long-term care. Medicaid is the government funded health coverage for individuals who have limited financial means but have any health condition. You do not have to have a particular health condition in order to qualify for Medicaid, but you must meet the income requirements and the assets limits. This is all determined based on state guidelines. Also, General Medicaid can also be referred to as state-run Medicaid, and every state may have their own particular name of what they call it. For instance, in California, they may refer to it as Medi-Cal, but that speaks to General Medicaid. In contrast, you have Medicaid long-term care. Medicaid long-term care is specifically for individuals that have a chronic health condition, require support and services because they can no longer live independently. So they have to show that they have this chronic condition, need the support of a nursing assistant to help them with daily tasks such as hygiene, cleaning, cooking. This is why Medicaid long-term care is extremely coveted, especially for seniors. And this is also why you have to know the distinction. Just because you have Medicaid, general Medicaid, it's not a shoe to have Medicaid long-term care. You have to be Medicaid long-term care eligible. How do you do that? You have to make sure that your assets are set up in a way whether you're using irrevocable trusts or if you are selling your assets prior to you applying for Medicaid long-term care, because you do have to meet the asset limits. You have to have very limited means in order to qualify for long-term care. Many people use irrevocable trust or they sell their assets for fair market value because that is scrutinized under what's referred to as a look-back period, where Medicaid will look back at financial transaction that an individual did in the last 5 years to see if they're really Medicaid eligible or if they're trying to misrepresent how many assets they actually own in order to be Medicaid eligible. So in the event that Medicaid determines that you have transferred asset during this 5-year look-back period, you may be penalized or required to pay out of pocket for certain expenses. So you have to do proactive planning. Again, many people rely on irrevocable trust or they start giving away their assets before they plan on becoming Medicaid eligible. This requires forward thinking. This requires proactive planning. And the magic number, when do you want to start thinking about Medicaid eligibility? Even if you don't have health conditions, you want to start thinking about it at the age of 55 years old. You want to start thinking about it at this age because that's the age where Medicaid says, if this person needs Medicaid and they have certain assets, we can exempt those assets, but we can exempt those assets in the sense they could be Medicaid eligible, but we're going to place a lien on that individual's asset to recoup when that person passes away for the cost of their long-term care. So you really have to be proactive about planning so that you can avoid liens being placed on your assets.